A little breakfast eggs Benedict on the boat, and honestly, ham's tasty, eggs good. One of the better hollandaise I've had. It's a tasty dish, usually reserved for brunch, but we eat fancy here. And yeah, it's a classic 8 out of 10. So they had one of my favorite old foods on the boat, chicken marsala, and honestly, chicken was juicy. The sauce wasn't bad, little one note, but it was pretty tasty, and honestly, glad to have another favorite of mine to try. Made me very happy. They had some tiramisu cheesecake on the dessert menu, and you know what? This is even better than the regular tiramisu. This thing was silky, delicious, just the right amount of hint of coffee flavor, and 9 out of 10 cheesecake. Honestly, I want more of this. On day 4, they had some pork spare ribs, so I wanted to see if they were any good. Honestly, it's a huge chunk of meat, delightfully tender, seasoned pretty well. Could use a little bit more sauce, but they really brought it this one. This is a tasty selection. Everyone was excited for fried chicken out on the buffet. Honestly, the chicken was really juicy, tender, and it could have been a little crispier, but not a bad buffet option. And glad they had it. I'd eat it again. So I saw some buffet steak, this strip loin, and honestly, I thought it was going to be drier. It's pretty tender and juicy, and when I got a second and third piece, there was a lot of that wine sauce, and it was pretty tasty. So yeah, I actually like this a lot. This was a good option, and it's, yeah, tasty stuff. Now, I think one of the best desserts in the world is a good bread pudding. This is a rum bread pudding, and honestly, it was tasty, moist, great custard, and I could eat about 5 or 6 pieces of this. And yeah, I mean, I think it's very slept on, but it is tasty. Gonna check out some desserts now. I've always been curious about this one, tiramisu. It's coffee based and honestly, a delicious custard flavor. Not a bad dessert, really smooth and silky, and I had to go back for some more bites. So I actually really liked the tiramisu. It had a nice custard taste. Then I got some of those coffee-soaked ladyfingers, and I was overwhelmed. But overall, a really tasty dessert, and I'm glad I finally tried it. Of course, coffee-flavored dessert's gonna have a lot of coffee, so that's on me.